at the North Pole with the Snug Harbor Science crew. We've done a 22.7 kilometer hike towards the north part of the landmass. We're gonna drill down to the core to pull an ice sample. I'm here with my science expert, Lindsay Hatcher. Lindsay.
Just kidding, we're actually still in Iceland and we're walking towards a really sweet waterfall called Selfoss.
We're at the Blue Lagoon and it smells amazing, like sulfur. This is awesome.
We're at the Blue Lagoon in Iceland, right outside of Reykjavik.
And it's awesome because it's like 30 degrees outside and
We're in our bikinis.
99 degrees.
We're all in our bikinis. We're gonna go in this corner over here. So the Blue Lagoon is man-made. This is not a natural lagoon. However, it is often one of the first stops, and it's on the way from the airport to Reykjavik, so it's a good place to stop.
I'm like really amused by this, and I'm really amused that we get to walk on a frozen lake. This is our Bambi moment.
So we are here in Reykjavik, which is the northernmost city in the world.
This is the northernmost city or northernmost capital?
Northernmost capital city in the world.
And, fun fact, the world's most expensive city in the world.
And we need to go over some things about earlier.
Bad and bougie.
When we were at the Blue Lagoon, we may have misstated a few things. Number one, the lagoon itself is man-made. However, the water is heated by volcanic activity, and it's seawater that comes up through the aquifers of volcanoes, and it is naturally occurring, as well as the silicone. Now, the silicone that you put on your face, it's really good for your skin. You go get that from a little hut. So maybe when you saw Maggie and Lindsay putting it on their skin, maybe that was secondhand silicone that had come off of other people's skin that they found.
Just the sludge at the bottom of the Blue Lagoon.
So there's that. I think we've had enough of this frozen lake.
Let's go put your arm around me.
So we're not in the city anymore because we saw enough of the city. We've driven an hour to the east to a waterfall, which we will show you.
So we're at a waterfall and we think that it is like really active because of the volcanic activity at the top forming the ice. It's not right. Okay, no, not at all. Alternative fact. Fail.
Get out of here, Maggie. So we're at Selfoss. This is a 55-meter waterfall, and if you look at the top of the cliff, you'll see that that used to be the top of the seafloor, but since one of the ice ages or something like that, the water has fallen, and now it's just a cliff. And we're not sure, we're going to check on this, but we think that maybe the reason you have waterfalls, even in the winter, here in Iceland is because the ice on the top of this structure is melted by volcanic activity, which normally in other places during the winter there is no waterfall.
Sure.
Did we say Selfoss?
Subtitle here. This is what the waterfall's called. Subtitle here.
Selfoss.
It's over here.
We're gonna go ahead and try to hike behind the waterfall.
Yep.
There's a lot of water coming off of it. We might have to put the camera under our jackets for the journey. The path is coated with 2 inches thick of ice, so you're pretty much just crawling really low and grabbing everything.
And not to mention, like, as soon as we got over here, this huge sheet of ice fell. And it made a big, huge crash.
Oh, there's more falling.
Again.
So basically there's chunks of ice from 5 to 20 pounds falling from the top of the cliff. It just adds to the fun, you know? A little wet back here, we're gonna put the camera away now. Moist behind the waterfall. This is your casual drive in Iceland. Look at that.
Now we're at another waterfall, Skagerfoss, and there's this old legend that this guy, one of the old founders of Iceland, hid this chest of gold behind the waterfall. Also, this waterfall is a little bigger than the last one. It's 15 meters wide by 62 meters high. That's been here for quite some time, and now it's just the shell of the plane left. It'll just be set in this setting of volcanic ash, as you will see as soon as we get there. It'll be pretty neat. Into our eyes. We're gonna go off-roading, we're gonna go ice caving, it's gonna be the best day ever, and we got this all to ourselves.
Headed into the ice cave. It's supposed to be really pretty.
Okay.
Maggie, come on, keep going.
Oh, you can hear water running.
Yeah.
I don't like this. How far does it go? I don't like this.
We found a
I don't want to go.
secret exit from the ice cave. We're going.
This is so scary, Jimmy.
Lindsay?
Linz?
More than one way to get in and out of a ice cave in a glacier.
How are we getting down? Oh my God. I don't like that.
The glacier like forms and melts and forms and melts, and the water will carve out new caves as it runs out, which you can see right here.
Is this the only glacier? One of the few glaciers in the world at 0 degrees, so it's constantly melting. Take a picture of
Going back into the hole. Oh, this is straight up vertical. Okay. I can't see anything. They call this Diamond Beach basically because all of the pieces of the glacier, they come through this channel and then the ocean kind of beats them to death and crushes them and they wash up onto this beach, and now with the sun shining through, it's really pretty.
One, two, three.
Okay. Ah! Oh, 10 bursts, okay. So we came over to this side of the road where there are a lot less people, which is amazing because it's a lot more natural and abandoned. And I think that that's mostly what Iceland is.
We have this whole trail to ourselves. And there's like nobody here, and look at this view.
What are those, seals? They say they're seals. Behind us is another good reason to pull over in Iceland. This is private land, but the owner set up a fence and he set up instructional signs. One of them says no shit, no paper, please respect our land. One of them says danger, at your own risk, and don't take selfies on the edge of the cliff because you'll die.
You'll die.
Danger. Excuse me.
What?
Did you read the sign? Maggie keeps asking, where are we? And the best explanation we can give is we are north of the wall.
We started seeing this fog in the distance, which wasn't fog, it was geothermal activity, and there's so much of it up here.
The northern part of Iceland has a ton of geothermal activity, and there's tons of hot springs like what you see behind me. A lot of them have signs that say absolutely no bathing. We tried to research it, we tried to ask people, but no one told us about any secret local free hot springs, so we paid $40 and went into the safe, very touristy, resort-like hot spring.
The ground's boiling and bubbling. It smells like sulfur.
Whirling mud. It's muddy here, so if you come here, just know that it's muddy. Behind us is a very loud pile of rocks. In Iceland, they have loud rocks. So what I think is really cool about this part of Iceland, you look at these lava fields, and since we're in the northern central area, this land is only 700,000 years old, whereas on the east and west coast, Iceland is like around 3 million years old. So this is literally new Earth. Super cool.
Huh.
Oh, it's very blue, guys. At least on the screen it is. What you doing?
There's poop on the floor. Look at it. And it's like you have to really scrub it off. How did this happen? There's poop on our socks. We have to throw our socks away.
I feel bad because my sister made me these socks. Anita, just so you know, the reason I'm throwing these away is because we checked into our Airbnb and then I got poo on it.